In this video I will show you how to make money online $5,000 in a week. To monetize your Google Web Stories, you can consider the following options: ad networks. Partner with ad networks that support web stories and provide monetization opportunities. Some ad networks, like Mediavine and AdThrive, have started offering web story ad placements. Research and find ad networks that are compatible with Google Web Stories and apply to join their program. Google Web Stories is a platform that allows you to create and share visually engaging and immersive stories on the web. Google has partnered with various platforms and plugins that provide easy-to-use interfaces for creating web stories. Some popular options include MakeStories, Newsroom AI, and WordPress plugins like Web Stories for WordPress. Web Stories delight new and existing users while providing opportunities for you to monetize your content. This guide outlines ways to make money through web story creation. It will help you navigate the various options available to find which ones best fit your needs. Ways to monetize web stories: programmatic display ads. Web stories, at their core, are web pages. Like web pages, they are able to embed display ads within them. Unlike classic web pages, display ads in web stories are immersive, full screen, and do not distract users from your story content. The easiest way to get a display ad to appear on your web story is to use an ad network. An ad network serves as a go-between for web story creators and advertisers. An ad network collects all your advertisable web story impressions and clicks, then offers them to be bid on by an advertiser. The advertiser then pays the creator for the right to show the ad in their web story. Ads are placed strategically in web stories to create a seamless and enjoyable experience. Because of this, you are unable to choose how many programmatic display ads appear in a single story. However, a longer web story typically creates more opportunities for ad placement. Supporting ad networks: as the web story platform grows, so does the number of available ad networks. The following ad networks currently support web stories: Google Ad Manager, Google AdSense. Once you've set up an account with your preferred ad network, you can configure your web stories to display ads through your creation tool. We encourage you to refer to your creation tool's documentation for the most accurate steps. Ensure you check for ads in your web stories on desktop and mobile. It may take some time before you start seeing ads served, so don't worry if you don't immediately start seeing ads in your web stories. It depends on a number of factors, such as the age of the account and prominence of the domain. Direct sold ads display custom creative built within Ad Manager through direct sold ads. Direct sold ads appear the same as programmatic ads to users, but require some technical and design experience to set up. If you're interested in including direct sold ads in your web stories, refer to Google Ad Manager's documentation. Google AdSense has specific requirements that websites must meet in order to be considered for admission into the program. While the exact criteria may vary, here are some general guidelines to help you understand the AdSense admission requirements. Your website should have original and valuable content that provides a positive user experience. Avoid copying content from other sources or participating in content scraping. You must be the owner of the website or have the necessary rights and permissions to monetize it through AdSense. AdSense does not allow users to monetize websites they do not own or control. AdSense typically requires websites to have a sufficient amount of original and substantial content before they can be considered for approval. While there is no specific minimum requirement, it's recommended to have a considerable number of quality pages and a steady flow of organic traffic. Your website should have a professional and user-friendly design. Ensure that your website is easy to navigate, loads quickly, and is mobile responsive. It's important to note that meeting these requirements does not guarantee admission into the AdSense program. Google evaluates websites on an individual basis, and the final decision for approval rests with Google. Once you submit your application, it will go through a review process, and you will receive a notification regarding the status of your application. For detailed and up-to-date information on AdSense admission requirements, it's best to visit the official Google AdSense website and review their guidelines or reach out to their support team for assistance. You can use any type of ad story mentioned above to make money with Google Web Stories. An ad story with an AMP, Accelerated Mobile Pages, framework is an open-source HTML. It aims at aiding faster mobile loading to enhance user experience. There are many supporting ad networks. Google AdSense or Google Ad Manager are some that help create web story ads. Before you learn how to create a web story ad, it is important to keep a few things in mind. Web story ads use AMP technology and are created for a mobile-optimized, full-page experience. Web story ads use AMP technology. This helps for a mobile-optimized, full-page experience, meet the dimensions of the vertical format of stories, focus on engaging and creative content. Make your ad design stand out, ensure AMP HTML specifications are mentioned accurately, ensure a clear call to action is mentioned in your ad story. Creating your first web story is very simple, especially if you have had the experience of creating stories for social media. Mentioned below are simple steps to create a web story ad. Find the right tool for creating web stories, outline your story, add visual elements, create the story, publish the story. Web Stories ads is a revenue generation route that brands should definitely explore. Like Instagram ads, ad stories appear while a user is browsing through web stories on Google. There are a few ad network tools such as Google AdSense and Google Ad Manager. They help with monetizing and tracking your ad stories. Google recommends using third-party tools like MakeStories. They provide you with a platform for anything web stories related. Web stories are best when shared, and should be enjoyable for everyone. Not everyone is able to see or hear your web story the way you intended. By taking a few extra moments, you can help these users by making your web story accessible. Add text description to images and videos. Include a text description of visual media for those who are visually impaired. Make it descriptive of how it fits into the web story. Many web story editors have a text field available when you add images. In the WordPress story editor, you can find it by selecting the image and opening the Accessibility menu in the Design panel. Caption videos and audio voiceovers. Caption your videos and audio voiceover so that hearing impaired, or readers with volume disabled, can get the full story. Many web story editors allow you to upload a caption file with your video. In the WordPress story editor, you can upload a file by selecting the video, opening the captions and subtitles menu in the design panel, then clicking Upload a file. Follow SEO best practices. Search engines like Google will need to find and understand the content in your web story to share it with the right audience.